Let's start with myjoyonline.com/sports. And they have the weekly write-up on the Ghana Premier League put together by Victor Achutamaklo. He calls it hindsight. And this week he says a complex title race in a very different GPL season. And Ray, this is an interesting story. The GRA is speaking, right? The GRA says GFA bus shipment contained 40 mattresses costing 356,000 cedis for one container.
Explain it again.
I will get into that, but I'm just giving you the headlines. The GRA says that the GFA bus shipment, right? So, you know, the
bus that came.
It contained 40 mattresses.
Wait, which bus? The one they gave to the...
I'm assuming...
those buses that they said were not in good shape.
We'll get into that. I'm just giving you the headline. GFA bus shipment contained 40 mattresses, costing 356,000 cedis for one container. That's what the GRA is saying.
356,000 for one container.
Yes.
So the story has details, right?
We'll get
let's
into
go
that.
and come because I want to understand this story.
I was about to even ask you more questions because I know that you have some knowledge in this area.
Yeah, I want to understand.
Okay.
So wait. One container came with only mattresses, or the mattresses were in the buses?
I don't know.
Because normally we ship things with items in whatever we ship. So if it's a car, you can have other things in the car. You understand?
Yes.
Household effects, those things. You can put them in the car and ship it. So I want to know if the bus came with the mattresses in them, or there was a separate container of 40 mattresses.
Okay, we'll get into that. So asterisk by that story. We'll come back. Liverpool need best display of season to beat PSG. Anna Slot is speaking. Munkeli strike seals win for Samatex against Insuatreman. And Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum says we are trying to overcome the death of Pole. Okay, if you go to Ghana Web, they also have some stories. GhanaWeb.com/sports. Antoine Semenyo stays tight-lipped amid Arsenal interest. Okay. Revealed how GFA secretly shipped a bus containing 40 mattresses. Right? So, some more clarity.
Secretly.
That's what Ghana Web is alleging.
Secretly.
Yes, they are saying secretly.
But when those things come, when the car comes out, you see the mattress in it.
So, anyway, let's move on. They are talking about Anthony Baffo and the 1992 AFCON final captaincy and other things. Winning a World Cup changes nothing. Kaka chooses Ronaldo over Messi. I think that's what he's trying to say. And
this is Sporty FM.
Ray, you remember this guy who was getting a lot of call-ups, not a lot of call-ups per se, right? But he got some call-ups in, I think, Siki Akudo's time. Jamie Leveling.
Yes.
Yes, he scores as Stuttgart hold kill in Bundesliga draw.
Is he not Jamie Leveling? Yeah, I've seen that guy.
Yeah. Anyway,
has Otto called him?
I don't know.
But the call-ups have gone. You know Otto squad is ready.
I can suspect so.
Clubs have received invite for players.
Then
I can confidently tell you that as at last week.
Jamie Leveling part.
No, I didn't hear his name. As at last week.
Then the call-ups.
As at last week.
Call-ups 30.
Clubs had received invitation for players who the Black Stars used to call for the upcoming Madagascar and Chad games. As at last week. So Otto squad is ready.
It's ready. Hey!
But as always, they'll keep it until the last minute before they drop it for us.
I see.
But players who are coming to play, they know.
I've heard some who that the squad will be released this week.
The players who have been called up, they know themselves.
They know themselves.
They've received the invite.
Okay.
Some of them have even started receiving tickets. Plane tickets. Business class.
I know that I heard some that the squad will be dropped this week.
Oh, that one is the last hour.
That is the last hour.
The players who are going, they know.
So meaning that what I heard corroborates what you're saying.
Yes.
Because if the squad will be named this week,
the players know. They told them, don't say it for anybody to hear.
Anyway, let's go on to 3 News. 3 News has in Insuatreman the story they lost there. Teshi McDan Sports Complex to host Women's FA Cup semi-final.
Sporty FM.
There's a sports complex in Teshi.
This one is McDan something.
Oh wow. Oh, I see.
All right. Other stories, the indomitable legacy of Samuel Eto'o, 5 unforgettable moments of the legend's illustrious career at FC Barcelona. And then if you go to the BBC, last night or yesterday, Sir Jim Ratcliffe sat down with Gary Neville for a very interesting interview, and portions of those interviews are in the media. You can imagine. Some Man United players are not good enough and overpaid. Hey!
That is true.
Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Charlie looks like guy cannot quit. He's just speaking his mind.
See, he's doing a reset. Energy reset, eh?
But Charlie, do you have to be saying that some players are not?
Oh, it's true, it's true. Energy reset, a proper reset at United.
Just sell them.
Clear all of them.
He says some of them are overpaid.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Anyway.
Well, Kobe Menu, small boy, Kobe Menu. I'm in Chicago. They are calling big Sams. Man United don't want to agree. Now Chelsea want to sign the boy. You should go.
I see. Guimaraes winner at West Ham sent Newcastle sick. Yesterday, Newcastle won that game. Bills quarterback Allen agrees record £255 million contract extension. Rooney and Fury to manage England at Soccer Raid. Okay, and other players here. Forest lose appeal against fine for looting fan at Well Post. Okay, and other stories here as well. So. Ray, take us through your portals and then we'll get into.
Yeah, Nathan, there's an interesting development in weightlifting. Weightlifting.
What was happening there?
So, national security, according to reports, allegedly stormed the re-election bid of Jerry Shaib and Co. And there are stories here this morning on City Sports Online. One of them says, "I am waiting on international bodies' response. Jerry Shaib on Ghana weightlifting election saga." And then he continues to say, "Neil Ante van der Poel was behind arrest of my associates. Jerry Shaib on Ghana weightlifting election saga." I think that is a matter that we may have to
yes.
poke our noses into, because it's a developing story, and I'm sure
it's important.
I'm sure Immortal would get us a bit of insight into exactly what went on over the weekend and why Jerry Shaib is complaining.
Yes, the member of Parliament
he's not excited. He's not excited about how things went. So maybe it's a matter we'd have to get into.
We need to.
English Premier League update. Newcastle score narrow win over West Ham to go 6th. Some Manchester United players not good enough and overpaid. Manchester United owner Jim Ratcliffe. Hey. GFA charges Hearts of Folk. I blame security officers on duty. Kwame Opare Ado and Nathan. Like I said, I mean, if there are security men stationed there, nobody would go past the bus. That's it. Yeah. Having more training time contributed to very good game against Bechem United, Ibrahim Tanko. And then I would be perfect if GFA maintains improved security detail at all league centers. Prosper Ogun. Charlie. Ogun should stop talking. Should stop talking like that. You'll be perfect if GFA maintains improved security. Coach your players to go and play ball. Coach your players to go and play football. When his players went to Shatrama and were fighting on the pitch, was that part of coaching? Was that how you coach his boys to go and play? Is that what you taught his boys to go and do? To go and fight on pitch? Go and fight karat?
You know, we often talk about that episode, but I don't think we've criticized the players strongly. No. I think that they also...
The players misbehaved.
They really misconducted themselves that day, fighting on the pitch. It's a no-no. You know, we know that GFA has leveled accusations against, like, you know what I mean? They've charged the players for bad conduct, but there needs to be a bigger conversation around how the players also misbehaved horribly that day.
Yeah, horribly. Overcoming police death has been very difficult. Prosper Ogun. All of these you can find on City Sports Online. Ghana Soccer Net this morning have stories. Hey, Nathan, like our stories me too. Our stories. So this man is here again. Jamie Llewellyn scores as Stuttgart holds KL in thrilling Bundesliga draw. Interesting. Mediama boss Ibrahim Tanko reveals reasons behind convincing win over Bechem United. And then Ghana's Antoine Semenyo names Virgil van Dijk, Ola Aina, and Destiny Udogi as toughest defenders he's faced. Okay.
I can imagine play against VVD.
VVD player.
Ola Aina. Ola Aina. Hey.
Yeah, he plays on the flank. So
It's true. Of course, his direct opponent.
Other stories here. Emmanuel Boateng shines as Gaziantep and Besiktas winning run under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Drew.
Oh man.
Ole Luzomo. After how many games? Kotoko didn't play better. Legon City's assistant coach Said Adnan. So that's it for our local portals. And then Arteta should listen to Keane. Arsenal are going backwards. Goal.com have the story, and they credit this particular message to Arteta to Keane, Roy Keane. So Roy Keane says Arteta should listen. Arsenal are going backwards. Hey, Charlie Nathan, if you are second back-to-back EPL seasons and they say you are going backwards, I'll take it to Nathan. Let me take this going backwards to Eric Ten Hag and Amorim's backwardness. Hey, Nathan, Arsenal are going backwards. They finished second last season. This second today may finish second, but they said they are going backwards.
Who says they are going backwards?
Roy Keane.
I see. Says they are going backwards.
Yeah, they are going backwards. Hey. I mean, this reverse there, like I like. Well, give this reverse to Manchester United.
I'm sure there's a reason why he says they are going backwards.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get into all that. Yeah, unrelenting Bruno deserves legendary status at Manchester United. Hey. Ballon d'Or power rankings. Rafinha is a rival to Salah. Finally, this name must be mentioned. Rafinha. In fact, per his numbers this season, top 3, he should be in the running for Ballon d'Or. Oh yes, and I'm expecting to see his name there.
Well,
6 goalkeeper City should target to replace Ederson. Okay, that's another one there. Where is hapless Højlund's next goal coming from?
Oh,
Chile Pasco. Just
oh, no more chow on me.
It's
confidence. When your confidence is gone. Then when your confidence is gone, there's not a lot you can do. Even the simplest chance will look really complicated.
Oh, no. Taylor sacked by Man City women as WSL side issues shock statement. Oh, Taylor, Australia. So these are some of the stories you can find on go.com.
Okay.
And then Sky Sports have some interesting stories. Manchester United set to announce plans for new 100,000-seater stadium. That's one story here. Kara explains why Arsenal's attacking problem isn't a number 9. I'm interested in this one. Ratcliffe sticking with Ten Hag, a big mistake, but Amorim doing excellent job. What? I've been disappointed with Amorim's impact. Karaga. And then one other story here says mistakes, overpaid players, and plans for success. Ratcliffe's Manchester United verdict. All of that you can find on skysports.com this morning.
Okay, let's get into the story you are interested in. Good. Now the story says the Ghana Revenue Authority has revealed to Joy Sports that one of the containers that delivered one of the 9 buses. Are you following?
Good.
So one of the containers that delivered one of the 9 buses procured by the GFA for Division 1 league clubs contained over 30 mattresses.
Over 30.
Bringing the total expenditure to 356,380 cedis. It is not immediately known to Joy Sports whether the mattresses were intended for the revamped Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence or for another purpose. It is also not known to Joy Sports whether the 8 other containers that delivered the buses had mattresses or other items. Last week, Joy Sports reported that some of the buses imported by the FA for 5.17 million and cleared by Freight Logistics Ghana Company Limited had yet to be registered due to the unavailability of documentation, according to some clubs. So
yet to be cleared.
Yet to be registered. Yet to be registered.
Okay.
Due to unavailability of documentation.
But if those buses didn't have documentation, how were they cleared? How were they cleared? Because you use those clearance documents to go and register. They are part of the documents you use to go and register the cars.
Oh, okay.
So if it's a case of the GFA not giving the documentation to the clubs, it's a different matter. But if the picture has been painted as if
The GFA
they don't have documents, then clearly those buses couldn't have been cleared in the first place.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So once the car is out of the port
This is Sporty FM.
and the GFA
Voice of
took custody of the buses, it means there are papers
Then
to
it
support.
stands to reason that they will have papers
Absolutely.
to
And on the
support.
mattresses, Nathan, we all know there's a certain Ghana man that's been refurbished. Maybe they procure the mattress, and this is a normal practice. That you have a big container coming, and apart from the car that you shipped, you add a few other things to it. It's so when it gets to the port, and GRA open the container, and they see all these things in there, there are charges that they attach.
Okay.
There are charges. So I don't know how this matter should become, subject for, probe or subject for, and besides, the GFA, those funds that they use to clear the buses, are they state-owned funds? Are they public funds? Are those monies drawn from the public purse?
Sporty FM.
All of those questions we must ask to understand why some of these issues are being raised. Nathan, you understand? And all of these expenditures will be justified before football people at their next Congress.
Okay.
Auditors will get into some of these documents, and all of these expenses will be put before Congress, and then they'll vote. If there's any financial malfeasance, or if there's any reason to challenge or doubt some of these figures, all of those things will be raised at Congress.
Okay.
So some of these things, when we bring some of these things into the media, I don't know what they want us to do with some of this information, these pieces of information. I don't know. It's almost like somebody has a certain mindset, or somebody wants to throw something in there for people to say, hey, and then we go back to hitting the back of the FA. I mean, sometimes some of these stories, Nathan, I don't get the head and tail, with all due respect.
Well, anyway, so that's just that story. And if you read the Ghana web version, they seem to have a few more details, and they say that it was noted that the 40 mattresses were stored in that particular container. So we said that one, which was not publicly disclosed despite circulating rumors. The GRA's report further detailed that the cost, insurance, and freight CIF value of the bus was 212,783, while the 25 medium-sized mattresses were valued at 32,597, and 15 packs of student mattresses cost about 14 or so thousand. So if you add them.
So you see, the people are having.
But
a
people are
project
not
somewhere.
too sure whether these mattresses.
And if the FA like, if they like, they'll give you details. But they are not under any obligation to come and disclose why they put buses. They can even tell you they put the mattresses in the bus to protect the bus from
Sporty FM.
shocks. And people buy cars, and when you open the container, there are mattresses on top of the car, by the car side, behind the car, because you don't want any scratch. You understand? They can tell you, oh, that's the reason why they even bought the mattress. But I'm saying that the FE will choose whether to give us further and better particulars on this matter or not. They are not under any obligation to give us this information. Don't go and tell football people at Congress.
Yeah.
Me, I don't see anything. I don't see anything untoward. I don't see anything wrong strange about this, this transaction.
All right. Anyway, that's fair. Thank you, Raymond. That was the Sporty News review. Calvin Ozumazan is here.
What is Raymond saying?
No, there's a story, or there are two stories talking about the fact that one of the containers that had one of the buses the GFA imported, there were mattresses in there. And Raymond is saying that, okay, there were mattresses. Yeah. He doesn't see what the big deal is if there were mattresses in that container. So that is Raymond.
But there's no big deals. There are some of the allegations and comments. I just laugh at it.
Sometimes some of these things.
I like something Coach Opele posted yesterday. He says, "Why Pram? What do they sleep on?"
Exactly.
What do they sleep on?
So if they are
mattresses,
so
they're going to be put in a Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence.
There's nothing.
We want that place to be a facility that our Ghana Black Stars can go there to come, like France do at Clairefontaine, like England do at the St. George's, like Germany do at their own facility. So why can't we have one of our own? And mattress, upon all the big issues, we have mattress. They don't talk about those quality mattress.
So Kurt can buy mattress to put in his own house.
Mattress. You are giving him backup plenty. You don't talk about that mattress. Charlie, let's move on.
All right, let's get into the sporting news extra. Calvin, what's my side?